In the sterile room of the Behavioral Academy, a 16-year-old girl sits isolated, her eyes vacant and distant. Her withdrawn demeanor speaks of a spirit subdued by medication and trauma. A voice echoes in the room. "Do you still maintain your story?" Silence descends, broken only by a single tear tracing a path down her cheek. Her silence speaks volumes, a testament to forced compliance. 12 years have passed, and the courthouse buzzes with activity as Sarah strides confidently through its halls. She carries a coffee, a simple accessory that belies the strength of her resolve. A polite smile graces her lips as she greets the security guard, but her eyes reveal an unwavering determination. Each step she takes echoes with the weight of the past and the promise of the future. The bustling environment fades into background noise as Sarah remains focused. Sarah's focused determination suggests a woman on a mission, ready to confront whatever lies ahead. Sarah steps into Judge Thompson's imposing office, her every move deliberate. With careful precision, Sarah sets a steaming cup of coffee on the judge's formidable oak desk. Judge Thompson, a man hardened by years of legal combat, remains seated, his gaze fixed straight ahead. He raises the cup to his lips, taking a measured sip, seemingly lost in thought. Sarah's voice cuts through the silence. "Compliments of the clerk, Your Honor." In the dimly lit archives, shadows dance across Sarah's face, her expression a mask of resolve. The tape feels heavy in her hands, laden with secrets and untold stories. Her eyes reflect the dim light, each flicker hinting at the anticipation building within. A deep breath steadies her, preparing for the revelations that await. She clutches the tape tighter, her knuckles white against the plastic. The room is silent, the only sound her own heartbeat, a drumbeat to the unfolding mystery. Judge Thompson surveys the courtroom, his presence commanding and absolute. With a subtle adjustment of his glasses, Judge Thompson exudes unwavering confidence. In the courtroom's quiet intensity, Sarah sits motionless. Her gaze is fixed on Judge Thompson, her expression a carefully guarded mystery. In the hushed courtroom, Sarah's unreadable expression adds to the mounting tension. In the dead of night, Sarah stands alone in the copy room. The high-tech copying machine hums to life, ready to duplicate the VHS tape. Sarah begins the duplication process, ensuring her plan is foolproof. The machine whirs, filling the silent room with a mechanical drone as copies emerge. Sarah watches intently as the copies stack up, her expression focused and determined. With multiple copies in hand, Sarah's plan edges closer to fruition. In the city's hidden corners, unmarked envelopes, pregnant with secrets, begin their journey. Each delivery is a silent promise, a ticking clock of revelation, aimed at the heart of the city's elite. The envelopes vanish into the city's arteries, each drop a calculated risk, a gamble with fate. A sense of unease settles, a quiet storm brewing beneath the veneer of normalcy. The city holds its breath, unaware of the secrets about to surface, the truths about to be revealed. In the solemn court offices, stunned silence hangs heavy as officials watch the VHS tape. The VHS tape unflinchingly exposes Judge Thompson's dark past and his calculated manipulation of justice. Faces etched with shock and disbelief reflect the gravity of the revelations. The officials grapple with the betrayal, their expressions a mix of anger and disillusionment. The weight of the truth settles heavily, casting a shadow over the integrity of the legal system. The room buzzes with unspoken questions and the shattering of long-held beliefs. In his chambers, Judge Thompson sits at his imposing mahogany desk, bathed in the gentle morning light. Suddenly, the shrill ring of the telephone shatters the calm. As Judge Thompson listens intently, a wave of dread washes over his face. Deep lines etch themselves around his eyes, betraying a sudden, profound shock. With a resounding slam, Judge Thompson hangs up the phone, his composure utterly shattered. The courtroom buzzes with anticipation, every seat filled with hushed observers. Judge Thompson enters, his face a mask of pallor and unease. Sarah sits in the front row, her presence a silent, piercing accusation. Judge Thompson's eyes flicker with recognition as he meets Sarah's unwavering gaze. The courtroom is alive with hushed anticipation as the trial begins. Judge Thompson, a figure of authority, appears unusually distracted. His voice falters, his words slurred, hinting at a deep inner turmoil. The weight of his past visibly burdens him, eroding his composure. Inside the courtroom, the court officer approaches Judge Thompson. The officer whispers urgently into Judge Thompson's ear, a secret exchange that hangs heavy in the air. Judge Thompson listens intently, his expression shifting with each hushed word, and his face turns ashen. As the color drains from Judge Thompson's face, the narrator's voice echoes ominously. He knows his time is up. Judge Thompson sits frozen, the weight of the revelation crushing him beneath the veneer of authority. In the charged courtroom, Judge Thompson's voice wavers as he declares a recess. The weight of the moment visibly bears down on Judge Thompson, his face etched with a pale, weary exhaustion. Slowly, deliberately, Judge Thompson rises, his movements heavy with the burden of his decision. His shoulders slumped. Each step out of the courtroom echoes the ruin of his career. The courtroom watches as Judge Thompson turns to leave, his figure a portrait of defeat. The door closes behind him, sealing the courtroom in silence. Sarah sits quietly in the courtroom, a faint smile playing on her lips. A soudaine de satisfaction danse across her face. Her revenge has come to fruition, filling the room with a palpable sense of completion. The courtroom is still and silent, amplifying the weight of the moment. The silence in the courtroom deepens, heavy with unspoken stories and unresolved tensions. The air is thick with the aftermath of justice. Judge Thompson emerges from the courthouse into a storm of flashing cameras. Reporters swarm around him, their insistent questions filling the air. His expression remains unreadable as he avoids eye contact with the press. The judge pushes through the crowd, his pace quickening with each step. He reaches the waiting car, a sanctuary from the chaos. With a final, hurried glance, Judge Thompson disappears into the vehicle. Sarah emerges from the courtroom, a ghost in plain sight, melting into the throng of people. She moves unnoticed through the corridors, her purpose fulfilled. Reaching the courthouse steps, she halts, a moment of reflection washing over her. Inhaling deeply, she steels herself, the city awaiting her next move. With newfound resolve, she vanishes into the city's embrace, swallowed by its relentless rhythm.